My name is Eric Ridgway. I'm the host of the Beach Court Podcast. Thank you so much for listening to the podcast. And if you're enjoying it, please take a moment to like, comment, subscribe on this video on YouTube. It would really help out the podcast a lot. We've got more episodes, highlights, and more coming your way. Thanks for listening. And now back to the show. We got some fun topics for you this week. Got some news and announcements, and Pokemon dropping some news this week. Of course, we're going to talk about Legends EA. If you're a Pokemon fan right now, it's kind of like everywhere, and I've been having a lot of fun with it. So we'll talk about how we feel about it. We'll talk about being obsessed with the game in a good way. There's been some controversy, or not controversy, some discussion going around about like what it takes to like be really good at the game. So we'll give our take on that. Of course, we'll have our trivia segment where I'll try to stump the boys this week. We're getting close to a new set, so maybe they've been doing their homework. We'll see.
Oh no!
And
pack it up. Trivia is already chalked.
And then we'll finish up with our meta review. We're going to take a look at the online meta and see kind of what's changed since Charizard took down Milwaukee, and give our early preview and predictions and thoughts on Lille. There's a tournament over in France this weekend. Good luck to everyone competing. And last but not least, we'll highlight a couple of decks from Milwaukee in Crispin's corner. I'll probably do like 4 decks, and we'll see who was cooking. Anyways, I'm Eric Ridgway. We got Max Corcoran and Parker Greenwald here. Hope you guys had a great week. What have you been up to?
Not too much. I went to locals Thursday at Ye Ol. Cool stuff.
What'd you play?
I played Terra Box again. It felt Terra Bowl.
Terra Bowl. Nice.
But yeah, I lost to Phil round 1.
What?
And then I know. Shout out Phil.
Shout out Phil.
I did.
So
I
did
did
he
a
go like
couple
1-2 drop then?
He did, yeah. I made a couple misplays in that game. But like they're like minor things, but they cost me the game. But,
all right.
It was like I was like, all right, live and learn. 1 out. Last round, there was like basically 10 people who could have made cut if everyone ID'd, and my opponent asked like if I would like split prizing with him if like we drew and he didn't make it. I was like, I'm good, kind of like. So we played it out. It was like a really long match because like we both kind of bricked a little bit, and I ended up taking it, and then we was like, you want to just draw, like I'll give you my prize support if you don't make it. Basically, I just want a top for like my TikTok or something like that.
For my TikTok,
and I was like, sure, man. So yeah, I ended up 4-1, but 3-1-1 on the scoreboard.
All right.
But yeah, not too bad.
You made cut anyways, and so did he.
Yeah,
so it all worked out.
It worked
and the
out.
Tic Tacs got all the credit it needed.
Yeah.
No, but it's true, right? If you're like posted your tweet or whatever, and you're like, I got 9th place at locals, like, it's like, oh, top 8 at locals, right? You can like spin everything you want, right?
I got you. Trust me, we've talked about it on this podcast. I picked decks for locals based on the fact of how much Twitter clout I'm going to get if I do well.
Heck yeah.
That's true.
If I get first with this deck, I'll get 18 likes on Twitter.
If you feel inspired to play a meme deck to locals, tag Beach Court. It might shout you out.
Yes, sir. Max, what about you? What you been up to this week? Playing a lot of Legends?
Yeah. So I mean, I have a full-time job. So while the game did come out Thursday, I knew that if I like downloaded the copy on like Thursday, then I would not get anything done Thursday and Friday. I had a big presentation Thursday, so I was like, take care of that. Picked up my copy of the game on the way to locals. And locals, I ran back Absol box, kind of the only deck I'd really been playing that much lately, so figured I'd send it again. Shout out to the boy Mitch, who's playing Mega Lucario, who I hit round 1. Ooh. And I really have nothing I can do against that. I mean,
yeah.
He had his Turo immediately. To be fair, in one turn he did Turo and then Lilies, and I was like, oh wait, you can't do that. But he's a homie, so he just like rebuilt the board. So I had a loss there, even though I guess I don't know. He technically committed a game error. But
TPL, bro.
Yeah, no, that's fine. No, I mean it'd be a Lilies. That's like an irreversible game state. But I was like so cooked anyway. I'm like literally dead drawing. I can't put a Mega Kangaskhan in play because it just gets one shot. Like it's bad. So, but clutched up from there, won 4 in a row to make top cut. Unfortunately, again, the similar situation to what Parker said, but I try to always play it out when I'm at 3-1 if there's a risk of a 3-1-1 missing cut. And unfortunately for Reeves, who was playing Alakazam, and I played Mist Energy, and he had no out to Mist Energy. So my board at one point was my board was basically just like Kangaskhan active, so I could, and to Mega Absol bench, so I could just draw my energy. He came with the Absol, and then I just had a Mist Energy on it and had nothing else. Actually, I did have to, I had to bench, I think, Aladios to maybe get into the Kangaskhan. So I just had to find a penny. And he played a Togekiss. So I was like, I need to get rid of the Togekiss before he fought boss and flip heads for it. But I got it pulled up at the end. I just had a Mega Absol with a Charm plus 2 Mist Energies on it. I was like, in case he has a Tech Hammer that I haven't sniped yet somehow, then I have the second Mist Energy on it as well. So
that's fantastic.
We survived there. And other than that, I mean, I've literally played 2 games of Pokemon since locals because I've just been playing Legends ZA. I played a game of Jackson Ford's Stars list, and I got cooked by a Guardy on ladder who's better than me. Shout out to them. And I played 1 game of Goldango, and I hit a Surreledge, and they took a knockout, and I missed a turn knockout, and then I just conceded. I went back to playing ZA. But yeah, no, I've been playing a lot of ZA. Honestly, like, especially with like a lot of traveling and just, you know, me hopping all around. Lately, I haven't been doing as much of that. It's been like more chill. It's actually been nice to like have a weekend that reminded me of like when I was a kid, where I basically just sat around and like played Pokemon all weekend, which is pretty nice. I still like my workouts, still socialized some, but like, I mean, probably got a good like 12 hours in on the weekend, which is like more than I could say in a while, which, you know, for some of you, you're like, oh, that's so much. And for other of you, like, bro, that's barely any time.
Maddox,
so, depending on where you are in life.
We're getting into news announcements in a minute. I have a news and announcement for you here on Beachfort Podcast. Mm-hmm. Maddox, I need you to lock the F in, bro. We got 3 weeks till Vegas. Lock in, bro. Are you playing VGC in Vegas? What's going on here?
Oh, yo, actually. So, fun fact, my first Pokemon Regional was VGC.
I remember you telling me this, yeah.
I think I went 4-3. But like, my sister in her very first regional with the Pokemon that she was just a fan of hit Ray Rizzo on the winning end of day 2.
Holy cow.
Wow. But she lost, but she was like 5-2, and they're like, oh, you beat Ray Rizzo. She's like, who? Like, we're just hanging out and enjoying stuff.
Wait, because they're not going to play VGC in this game, right?
Shout out Mug. No, I mean they're playing Scarlet Violet still, but they're eventually going to switch to Champions, which I think comes out early next year. Yeah. So I guess we'll know more about that once it's all out and stuff. But
I mean, this battle, I'm really enjoying this battle style. Like, shout out Battle Styles, rest in peace, great set.
What was it?
I mean, at this point, it's probably $50 a pack.
Oh, you know, cost wise, yeah. Parker, how much could you buy a box of Battle Styles for when it came out when no one cared?
That was the era where people start caring.
Oh, okay.
So like it was the set after. Not really, because like it was right after Vivid Voltage, which had the stupid Pikachu in it.
Yeah, that's right.
So like boxes were like $350, and people would go, "No, oh, is that a Vivid Voltage box? I need that. Let me get it." And they would just buy it. And I was like,
Battle Styles weren't $300, were they?
No,
well, maybe on release.
They were like, I think they settled around 150 or like 140 or something like that.
It's just funny how the market works. Well, it's funny how the market works because, like, I mean, there would be a time like back, probably like early, you know, like when Scarlet Violet just came out, like, if you see like a Battle Styles ETB, they're like $30. Please just get it out of here, right? I mean, like, how times change.
How times have changed for sure. Yeah, me this week I did not play at locals. Taking a break from Thursday locals because there's a new location nearby that has started GLC on Tuesdays, every other Tuesday. So on the weeks that I go to GLC, I'm not going to go to Cool Stuff because it's just
a responsible father balance.
Yeah.
Shout out Eric.
But no, GLC has been a lot of fun. I built grass last week. Had a shout out. Had a lot of proxies in my deck. Had a proxy gold training court in my deck. So that was funny. Also had 2 copies of one Pokemon in my deck.
Literally, Eric and I are playing round 3 or whatever. We're both 2-0 or something, or I forget, but whatever it was, he like attacks me with like the Tapu Bulu that does like 240 for like 4 energy or whatever, and I'm like, okay, that's annoying. And then he like later like benches a separate Tapu Bulu that like pushes my active out. And I'm like, dude, you have 2 Tapu Bulus in your deck.
I literally just copied a list from a Discord server. I didn't even think about it. But yeah, that's on me. I'll own that one. Then played GLC again on Monday. Another store had it this week. I went 4-0, but the record said I was 3-1 because the tournament organizer gave me a loss round one on accident. And I didn't catch it till round 3, and there's no prizing because it was free, so I didn't care.
No. Think of it as the loss for playing 3 rounds with double Tapu Bulu, right? So
exactly.
All like averages out.
Exactly. Law of averages. Yeah, exactly. I'm not really enjoying it. I also played some Legends EA. We'll get into Legends EA discussion in a little bit, but I like the game so far. I think it's fun. The first, I'll wait. I'll talk about it. We're almost there. We'll get there in a second. Legends EA, folks. When we get there, it might have some spoilers in it, so if you want to skip it, I'll make sure there's chapters on this episode. You can just skip it and go to the next chapter. But next up is news and announcements. So we have a couple of new regional locations and dates announced for our remaining 4. I say 4 in quotes because that's what the stream looks like. It says there's 4 spots.
Allegedly 4 regionals.
Allegedly 4 more tournaments to be announced. So now they've announced 2 of them. Another tournament on a holiday. A little frustrating. We've got
good news is Orlando's back.
Good news is Orlando's back. Bad news is it's on Easter.
It's Easter weekend, yeah. So
we got Houston on March 20th through March 22nd, and Orlando on April 3rd through April 5th. I, for one, am very excited for Orlando. I plan on playing in Orlando, so I'll be winning Orlando. Sorry, everyone else. If you want to compete, you're welcome to compete, but you just won't have a chance to win. So
it's fine. I'll scoop in finals too.
It's going to be like rotation, bro. Like,
hopefully.
When do we get that announcement, you think?
Maybe Gardevoir won't win another regional.
Yeah, maybe.
Mega Gardevoir.
Bro, we got Collect Ralts, Call Sign Curlia, and Mega Gardevoir. We're doing
We have
fine.
Wonder Patch, the Psychic Patch.
We got Mystery Garden.
And Amorous is still in format. Actually, we lose Turbo Energize.
When are we going to find out about rotation? What do you think? What month?
They'll probably put out details like December, January, if I had to guess.
Yeah.
I mean, we've got no tournaments in in December, so maybe they can just do that work then.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we'll hear about it from Japan first, right?
Oh, sure.
I mean, like Japan will be like...
It's probably their next event. When is their next... I wonder when their next event is.
Yeah, what's the one they have before the end of the year is a decent question.
Searching.
Also, I know I'm doing Pokemon right, that whenever I open up a new tab of window of Google Chrome, the first recommended tab is just Limitless.
Yeah.
Okay, so Japan Champions League.
So they have Champions League Aichi on December 6th, 2025.
Okay, so we'll probably find out then for them.
They'll probably like announce the next rotation thing. And they're reprinting Quick Ball, maybe. I don't know.
No. I might stay up for that one, though, because that's... what did you say it was? December 6th?
December 6th, yeah.
The week before I go on my long vacation, I'm staying up for that, bro. I'm staying
there you go.
All right. Anyways, those are our news announcements. What are you guys excited for? Are you guys excited for Houston? I know, obviously, we're excited for Orlando. I mean, it's our backyard. What do you guys think about Houston?
I'm like a little bit bummed that we don't get San Antonio just because I think it's like we've had it the past few years in such a cool location and a lot to do nearby. But also I know there's a lot of Pokemon players in Texas and I'm sure plenty in Houston. So I'm sure the ones that are based out of Houston are very happy to have a hometown regional. I think it's also a pretty good like logistical choice. You know, you can get like Southwest into Houston, things like that. So hopefully, and I think I have noticed that like a lot of the locations that have been chosen lately are like decent logistically, besides Milwaukee, but
Milwaukee's terrible.
Well, it's good for Chicago, but then you got to drive an hour. And if you don't have Tord Reklev in the car telling you about his Absol deck for an hour in the car, then like it just feels inefficient.
True, true.
But Orlando again. I'm normally in town with family for Easter weekend, so I guess I will be regardless. And
true.
It's like
maybe you'll be getting top 8 with the family.
Yeah, like or if I don't make day 2, then I can just go to Easter dinner, and then it's fine.
Parker, what about you? You trying to go to Houston?
I think so. If I remember correctly, flights were pretty cheap when I looked.
Flights? You fly into Houston?
Yeah,
it's too far.
I'm surprised you're not driving, bro.
Yeah, I'll take both routes.
back when I was in like marching band in at Florida, it was always a rule. It's like if you go like west of the Mississippi, then you pretty much always like flew because it was like too far to like drive. And Parker probably has like a similar operation. So we shall see. Or maybe he's taking the cross country trip to Portland. Who knows? If Portland ever gets announced again. So, or Seattle.
We've got Seattle. Yeah, we got Seattle this year.
Yeah, there you go.
Not drive to Seattle.
Yeah, that's a long drive. So speaking of other tournaments, we have 2 more that are potentially going to be announced in May. What are your guys' predictions for tournaments? Or where do you want to go? Parker, you first. Where do you want to go?
We should have one in Jacksonville, Florida.
Well, that ain't happening. So if we get another Florida tournament, Twitter might blow up.
No, it would clearly be too advantaged for the Beach Court podcast. It'd be in our home turf.
Clearly.
Also, also a bad logistical airport. Like it's fine, but
Milwaukee, you know, so it's
low key. Okay, low key. I'd kind of dig a Detroit regional because that airport is huge. It's massive. And then like most of my family lives in Michigan.
That airport gives me nightmares.
That airport is huge.
Yeah, fun fact of lore from the Beach Court podcast. Eric, myself, and Mitch all got stranded in Detroit on our flight to Japan for Worlds. And Parker in Japan just like waiting for us to get there a whole day later.
Parker's like, I love this place. I'm exploring everything.
He's like, oh, this place is awesome. Meanwhile, we're stuck in Detroit airport.
Dude, I'm over here just like, wait, Parker's like outside by himself? Like,
dude,
what's happening?
I went on like a 2.5 hour walk in like that day.
In Yokosuka, not even Tokyo, just like, but honestly, like, it's just great, man.
Okay, so last May we had May 3rd Milwaukee, May 24th Portland. Some other locations from last year, we had Atlanta, we had like Vancouver. We only have one Canadian regional announced so far with Toronto. We had what are some other tournaments? San Antonio, Toronto, Sacramento,
Puerto Rico, SPE.
Yeah. So if I had to guess a couple more major events, regionals, I think we haven't had anything in California yet. They kind of always do one.
Yeah,
there.
Fresno or something probably.
So like, I mean, so like maybe a Southern California again, right? You know, we just did, I guess they used to do LA regional and then we had Worlds in Anaheim. They might avoid San Francisco because that's where Pokemon XP is. So they might still do like a San Diego or a Los Angeles type of thing. And also, again, I'm a sucker for the Southeast regionals. I'd love to go to Charlotte again. It's a good location, easy travel location. You know what? My sister's there. Or honestly, I really want to do Nashville or like Knoxville again, just because I love Eastern Tennessee.
It's also just in the middle.
I would settle for Charlotte. Yeah,
guys, it's not even a question of what I want. We need some ye old steakhouse. I need some ye old steakhouse. If you don't know what that is a steakhouse that's in Knoxville. And every time it was in Knoxville, we went, and it is phenomenal food and service. And I need it back in my life. A quick Google national parks in California. Where do I want it to be in California?
Oh, you want to see the redwoods? I mean,
where's Redwood? Where is that?
I forget exactly what part. It's close to San Francisco, if anything.
This is the part of the podcast where you learn that Eric sucks at geography. Yeah, so we got Joshua Tree. I can be down to go there. So that's at like near LA.
Joshua Tree.
You can go to Yosemite also.
Yosemite's a little more like north. Would have to be like Fresno or Sacramento to get over there. Probably. Where's Wait, there's a volcanic national. I'm looking for the Redwood. Where's that one?
It's all the way at the very, very northern tip of California.
Oh, geez, is it?
Basically Oregon. Yo, let's get a Crescent. Let's get a. I haven't been here. Klamath Regional.
Let's get a Crescent. Well, we go to Crescent City, right on the river, dude. On the beach. On
the river. That's the ocean. It's on the river. It's the ocean. The Pacific Ocean. I was like, let me get it on the river coast. I'm like, that is an ocean, not a river.
Listen, I just saw blue. Okay,
I think they did it 1 year. Atlantic City would be dope.
Oh, Atlantic City would be cool. Yeah,
I have family in Jersey. Could do that. Honestly, it's probably the closest we're gonna get to like New York
So
I mean,
where
honestly,
else?
I'd love a New York City regional just because I love New York City. But
We've had Vancouver and Toronto. Where else in Canada is like a good option? Like Calgary, Winnipeg,
let's
are
go to
like the two
Banff.
big cities.
Like go to Banff. Like that'd be a sweet. I mean, just because it's beautiful there. But I think unfortunately, like with Seattle, like because it used to be just Vancouver and Toronto. So like now it's Seattle, doesn't make sense to do Vancouver.
Well, we had Vancouver and Portland in the same season.
Yo, give us an Anchorage, Alaska regional.
No, that's not happening.
Oh wait, what was there was one meme regional that was like a joke, like this, like some like Northern Territories like special event or something. I remember like special championship. There's some jokes about it running around at some point. Anyways, those are a few of our thoughts on the new regional locations. Great to see more, and hopefully we hear more soon. But in the meantime, Eric and I needed a little bit of time on the podcast dedicated to yapping about Legends ZA because we've been playing a lot of it and having a lot of fun.
I've been playing a lot less than you have, for the record.
Again, I felt like a kid with just like having a weekend where I was like, oh, I can just like sit around and like play video games. And I never do this. Like if I'm playing any online game, it's like TCG Live for the most part. So just have a.
All right, you're ready to figure out how much more he's playing it than I am?
No.
Maddox, what rank are you in Legends ZA right now?
I'm all the way up to rank E. Got like level 40 starters.
Oh, you've been grinding, bro.
Hey, you already know what it is.
I'm also ranking E. Get wrecked.
So you're talking about me playing a lot, but like
I'm actually currently in the story where I was doing it right before we joined the pod, where I'm like about to do my promotion match with the next person. So, I took a little bit of break because I wanted to shiny hunt a little bit. I've never done that before, so that was fun. And also, I spent way too much time trying to catch Tyranitar. I'm trying to catch the stupid Larvitar, bro. Did you find that one?
I've not even found a Larvitar. I mean, I like again, just like ZA. What's a lot of fun about it? I played Legends Arceus, which was like cool and like a new way to play, but like still kind of felt like clunky and like with the exploration, like the building materials, but like Legends ZA like feels like so good to play.
Yeah, no,
it's like exploring the city, exploring the wild zones, and like battling. Like it's fun. I mean, there's so many like rooftops I've yet to explore, and then I'm like excited.
There's a lot of rooftops.
But I've also had my own encounters with trying to figure out Pokemon. Everyone who knows Wild Zone 8, I think it is, trying to find the Gibble and keep having to hunt. And the problem is if you don't find a Gibble, then you just get attacked by other wild Pokemon. So it's a bit of a pain, but eventually did find the Gibble. Have not trained it.
So are you a Pokedex completer or are you a story completer first?
I'm a big like catch 'em all guy. I mean, literally.
Yeah.
I mean, like also my favorite Pokeball is the Premier Ball. So I will go and like buy all of my Pokeballs in rounds of 10, so I get a Premier Ball every time most efficiently. So I'm one of the person like walk into a wild zone and I'm just like Pokemon, Pokeball, Pokemon. I'm just like chucking Pokeballs like nobody's business. Like literally just like catch 'em all.
Wait, okay, so
I got like 10 or 11 boxes full of Pokemon.
For those that don't know, because I don't know, what's the difference in Premier Ball? I know you get it for like what you said.
Same catcher.
Yeah, it has absolutely no difference from a regular Pokeball except it looks different.
It's the same catch rate. Okay.
Yeah, yep. It's just I just like it. It's my favorite Pokeball.
It's all white.
All right, fair.
Yeah, it's got white on both sides with like the red trim, and it's just
okay.
Cool.
So outside of the wild zone, what's the most rare Pokemon you found?
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, like I've trained up some stuff.
The Heracross that you got.
I got the free Heracross from the trade, but I also did catch a Heracross or two. Actually, I caught a few Heracross.
Have you? See, I'm the type of person. I haven't been doing a lot of wild zones. Like I've done a couple of them, and then but I am a completionist when I do things like that. So like I completed the first one, and then Wild Zone 2, I couldn't complete it because there's like a Pokemon I couldn't find, and I'm like,
yeah, the Staryu. I mean, same. That bothered me too. I was like, how do I get the Staryu? And eventually came back and found it later. It turns out we had to wait till later, but
yeah. So I'm
trying to like complete as much of the zones as I can and like catch the alpha Pokemon because those are like cool. And I remember one of them. I think I like caught the Alpha Sharpedo and then like immediately gave it a Mega Stone and like went to play with it online in like the ZA Royale. So just like give it a shot.
Does the Alpha are they just higher level or are they strong? Like what's the?
So the Alphas are I think like. I forget, like they probably have like I think they have like they're like guaranteed to have like decent stats, maybe not like the best stats, but like decent stats.
Okay.
They're at a higher level than like Pokemon in the area, and also they're like guaranteed to have a stronger move that maybe they learn later through level up.
Okay.
So there's like a couple different things with them, but
I've only caught one. It was an Alpha Pidgeotto though.
Yeah. No, I mean like I'm all about like, all right, let me like throw myself at the alpha, and then it starts like bodying my team. I'm like, okay, retreat.
See, I'm not. I'm that person where I want to be OP when I go against things like that. Okay, so first off, let's start with what is your reaction to the game overall?
Yeah, I mean,
as a Pokemon fan.
Yeah, again, it changes up the formula a lot. Again, closer to Legends Arceus, but I think the way they did this one, it like took all the cool parts from Legends Arceus and some of the modern features of like the new Pokemon games as well, and just kind of like combine them all together. And honestly, it's a very enjoyable experience to play. I feel like there's plenty to explore. Like again, the city is familiar and easy to navigate, but it's not. And also, it makes you feel more comfortable like going to place without like exploring all the way. For example, like in Legends Arceus, you'd have these like massive areas, and it'd feel like I'd like check every nook and cranny, and like some areas were like too far off the beaten path and like harder to know like if I'd been there or not. But it feels like easier to navigate Lumiose City. And I like the mix of like the battling and the wild zones in the city. I'm curious to see like what post game stuff is like as I get like a little further there. But honestly, like it's a more real time way to like play Pokemon battles than like the standard style. And also the big thing for me is that like with champions coming out to be like the VGC format, I think that gives Pokemon like more permission to make games like this, right? They didn't have to make a game say we need to be Scarlet Violet, but the next one it says we can do our own thing with the IP and just say, hey, we're going to funnel all of our VGC, our core battling that everyone knows and loves into just an easy to update champions game. So I'm hoping to see like more things like Legends ZA, more times of like breaking the script of the standard Pokemon formula to like let us explore Pokemon in new ways.
Agreed. I like the game overall. I found the first 2 hours to be incredibly like boring. Like so many cutscenes and things like, and it wasn't like a cutscene you can skip. It was like, oh, there's dialogue here. You gotta like click through dialogue. And I finally found the setting that like you can speed it up a little bit. So I did that because like, there's some of that stuff. You're like, oh, let's go have a strategy meeting about this. I'm like, bro, I don't need a strategy meeting to decide how we're gonna go do this. Like just split up and let's go tech the three things.
It took a little while to like get into it, and also like I remember I think in some of that like early tutorial area it'd be like, oh, you're going from like Wild Zone 2 and you got to meet this character here, and like it wouldn't let you like explore too far. Like I'd go
exactly,
there'd be like an item like 2 feet away from me. I'd go walk to like, oh, don't go there. I'm like, but just let me get the item. Like, so I don't like how much it held your hand a little bit. Like I get that it needed to keep like some reins on you somewhat to start to like tell you the logistics and like not let you get too, but I think they did a good job of like limiting some of like the hollow elevators. Say, hey, these are behind side quests or behind other objectives, like before they open them. Right? They didn't open all the wild zones all the way. They like open as you continue playing. So I think there are some good methods for that, but I'm kind of with you, Eric. Like I wanted like a little more free reign at the start, but maybe the risk is like if people spend too much time in free reign and there's enough to do, then they're mad that there's nothing to do, but really they just haven't unlocked it yet because
all right. What's
like
your team? What's your team looking like? Who's your 6?
Let's see. So right now
and who has a stone, who doesn't have a stone?
I'm stoned up. I got a Feraligatr with a Mega Stone.
Oh, sure.
I got I have an Ampharos, but I don't have the Mega Stone yet. So I'm like, what are we doing?
Shiny or not shiny?
Not shiny. I still have not completed the side quest for the shiny Marie.
What?
I had an Ampharos before I even found the side quest. I was like, well, I'm not going to retrain a new Marie now. I've put so much time into this Marie. Let's see. I mean, I have the Absol, but I'm not really using it. What else do I have? I have a couple. Oh, when I saw the Metachamite available in the store, I was like, oh, I should train this Metatite up to a Metacham. So I have a Metacham, Mega Metacham. That's pretty cool. And what else?
What Kanto?
I have a Pyroar.
Okay.
And apparently I found out via Twitter that there is actually a Mega for that, which I was like, what?
Mega
I don't know
what?
It looks like yet. Pyroar.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know that existed, but now I know. So I'm like, oh, well, this Pyroar train I can give it a Megastone at some point. I picked Charmander. I've not trained it yet. I'm a little like I'm less of a fan of like I don't know. I like I get the Fennekin and the Charmander, but I didn't want to like use them too much. I would like explore some of the other Pokemon I had and like train them up later.
Okay. All right.
And then I had I have a Meowstic. I think that's 6.
Yes. All right. So your team is pretty balanced. Mine is not. But I'm working on balancing. I have a funny story about why my team isn't balanced, and I'll tell you in a second. So my team is Mega Emboar, Mega Alakazam. I made a trade last night to evolve it. Mega Charizard X. I've got a Pupitar. This freaking.
And you grinded that 100K to get the Mega Stone.
Yeah, dude. This freaking Pupitar, man, it took forever to evolve it. It was such a high level. I'm training a Victory Bell because I finally was like, oh crap, I should do that. And then I have the Absol. Now, funny story. I have a Flareon in my group.
Oh?
Was not supposed to be a Flareon. It was supposed to be a Vaporeon, and I clicked the wrong stone,
bro.
And like EVs
isn't there a confirmation? Isn't there a confirmation option? We're like, are you sure you want to give the stone to them,
dude? When I'm playing this, it's like 10 o'clock at night when my baby's sleeping, bro. I'm like, let me just grind a little bit. But anyways,
this is just like TCG. You're like, oh, I got so unlucky. It's like, actually, I made a massive misplay that anyone who read wouldn't have made.
Bro, I literally like, because Eevee was so hard to find. The first time I found it, I was like,
I saw when you found an Eevee. I didn't even know Eevee was in the game.
Like I attacked it, and like, you know, once you KO it, you can only get one time to catch it. Yeah. And then it broke out, and I'm like, crap. So then I kept like running away and trying to respawn it, and it didn't respawn. And finally, a couple days later, it respawned. So I know where one is.
Bro gave it the wrong stone.
Another frustrating thing to me about the game is I don't like that it doesn't give you updates on the stuff that you're finding throughout the city. Like, it's kind of cool that like some of the stuff respawns and things, but like the colorful scrolls, I want to know like, all right, I've got this many out of this many, and these are where I found the ones that I had.
Yeah, something like that as a little marker would be good. I know like Breath of the Wild does a good job of like when you find a Korok, it just like puts a little icon there, or just like put the little like, you know, colorful, you know, screw or check mark or whatever it is, just like some icon to be like, hey, you got the one here.
All right, so Parker, I just have to tell you this now. I chose Tepig. He obviously chose Crocodile.
Totodile. His respect on his name.
So that means that you have to choose
Chikorita.
You have to, bro. You gotta choose.
It'd probably be who I chose.
Oh, really?
Honestly.
All right. People are trashing on Tepig, man. Tepig is dope.
It's just not as OG as Totodile and
I understand.
Like, it was destined to get some hate.
People be hating, bro. Anything Parker, else to say about ZA? Parker, you got anything?
No. I mean, I'm surprised unless they did and nobody's posted about it or no one's found it. I'm surprised they didn't do a Charizard Mega Z.
There's no Z that I know. There's only X and Y.
Yeah. I mean, I think those are the only. I mean, now again, we've already had DLC for the Raichu X and Y. True. So I can imagine them being like, "Wait, it's the holiday season 2026. What do we do? I know, Mega Charizard Z."
Bro, I thought I bought the DLC. I was like, "Oh, we get it Saturday," and then no, you don't get it for a while. I'm like, bro, no, I wanted the Raichu.
Yeah, I mean, I if you would ask, I would let you know. But
I literally didn't know. I didn't know so much that my Pikachu is level 50.
Also, do you know how to evolve into a Raichu?
Yeah, you need a stone. Yes, I know. I was waiting to evolve it until I could give it the other stone as well.
The Mega Stone.
Right now,
hey, you got the DLC for whenever that comes out.
Anyway,
also, don't forget, have you played the ZA Battle Royale mode?
I have not yet.
It's very fun, and
I've
also
heard it's good, but I haven't yet.
If you want the Greninja-ite, you got to play it to unlock it.
All right. Well, I know. Did you get I got the Gardevoir-ite. Someone.
The little code for you get it mystery gift. Yeah. Anyway, shout out the boy Totodile. Shout out Totodile.
Shout out the boy water Pokemon. That
Chomp
guy.
Chomp.
Now I have to go. I have a second EV. Now I need to go evolve it and train it. So I'm pretty pumped to get a Vaporeon on my team.
There you go. All right, TCG time.
TCG time. Yeah, I mean, let's talk about it. Go for it.
Well, yeah.
Talk about being obsessed with the game.
Yeah. Again, welcome back, TCG listeners. Hope you've enjoyed our ZA break. But yeah, again, I just kind of want to talk about this point. I mentioned this to the guys because there was a little bit of buzz going on right after Milwaukee. A photo of Ian Robb right after making top 8 at Milwaukee, knees pressed against in the backseat playing TCG Live. Again, playing his same, Gardevoir Frillish deck that he probably just got top 8 with. So, and then this prompted a tweet by Henry Brandt. Again, we had a great conversation with him on earlier in the pod. If you check out one of our previous episodes, but Henry Brand says, what makes people great at Pokemon / anything isn't actually the number of games they play. It's the obsession that makes them play that many games in the first place. And I totally agree with this, right? I think it's people ask, how to improve at the game and, what it takes to be one of these top players, right? When you look at the top players who play, right, a lot of them are coaches or, individuals who, play this game, think about this game almost full time. And I think about, me when I'm playing my best Pokemon as well, it was the times that I would, get off of work and go to play Pokemon, and I'd be listening to Pokemon podcasts at work and watching videos and like always watching and like consuming Pokemon content.
We don't watch Pokemon content at work. Come on, bro. We don't do that.
Well, back before. Now I watch less of it, but But I mean, it's
everyone listening to this podcast is currently at work.
shout out anyone at work listening to this. No, but I mean, but again, like seriously, like I think that like best level of Pokemon that I've played is when I'm like hyper fixated on the game. It's thinking about, hey, all I want to do is play Pokemon. I'm going to a bunch of locals and like feeling that energy for it. And it literally, I think for Ian Robb, after he made top 8 in Portland back in 2024, like I saw him in the hotel as I was like leaving, and he was there playing Pokemon with a friend again just after getting top 8. Like this is the mentality that some of these players have. So I think like I just kind of wanted to talk about that, where it's like, there's a time right now where it's like, hey, lately I've been playing ZA, I've been focusing on health stuff, and like haven't been as obsessed with the game. And I think that I need to set my expectations for my tournaments and like how much I play accordingly to that results. So at the same time, if you are someone who's listening and it's a busy season and you haven't been able to play a lot and you haven't been able to like focus on it, then it's probably gonna it's harder to go on a long on a deep run and success in a major tournament if you don't have that level of attention to the game. And I'm sure you guys have found that as well. You have times that you're more focused on the game or less focused on the game, and sometimes it does affect your performance. So any thoughts?
Yeah, no, I definitely agree. Like, I think at this very moment, I'm like not as uppity on the game, and I tweeted about it. I feel like underprepared a little bit. Like, even though like the meta didn't like change that much, but I'm like, oh, like I don't know any of the Mega Absol matchups. Like I can think through in my head, like I think this is how it goes. Like I've never seen it. Like games of Pokemon are not in your head; they're on the card table. But yeah, I mean, like I think the best Pokemon I played was like probably the Japan year.
Mm-hmm.
Like I didn't have any crazy runs. Like I think I got like 2 top 64s, but like that was like kind of when I felt like I really know this game right now. Like I don't know. And like I feel like close I felt like close to that for Pittsburgh. But I've also felt close to that to like Atlanta last year. I was like, yo, I know this Goldango deck. I know all the matchups. I'm confident, and then I just got mopped. So like, I don't know.
Yeah, Goldango seems to be that deck recently. Like if you know it, it's cool that you know it, but sometimes you're just gonna hit those matchups or those things where you just get like destroyed.
Yeah, I mean, Pokemon's weird like that, where again, the more prep you have, the better. But at the same time, there is still that random element. I think, when I look at runs that haven't gone my way, right? Sometimes it was, hey, I felt prepared, but it wasn't enough, right? I mean, I remember playing Reggie Drago at tournaments and feeling like I knew it well enough, but then sitting over the table being like, hey, if my opponent has played this matchup, 20 more times than me, then I'm at a pretty big disadvantage here, type of thing.
Yeah.
So I think some of those pieces are like where it plays into, and I think that's the benefit why if you have a deck right now that like you're a super huge fan of that you've been playing for a while, like it's just like you get so much benefit if you just enjoy playing that deck and like keep playing it and you know it better than everyone else. Like my best days with VMAX were like, I know this deck like the back of my hand. I've been playing this for so long. I am enjoying playing it. And I know all these matchups well. And then you just need a few things to go your way, and then you're on your way.
Yeah, I feel very similar to what Ian Robb said, like was doing, and what Hammerbrand said, but I'll go a step further to say that like if and when you're ready to take it serious, like there's one thing for me that stands out above the rest, and it's what most people don't say. Stop playing TCG Live when you're ready to like commit to grinding. Like what you have to do is either play against yourself on Limitless or find a friend like Maddox or Parker who's really good at the game and say, let's grind this matchup. Like you've got to grind the matchup and you've got to take the data down. Use Training Court. It's a great app on the internet. It's an internet app, and use that to track your data. I mean, like data drives decisions, and if you're playing a deck and Gardevoir is the most great matchup, like most popular deck, and your deck you play 30 games and you lost 25 of those, you probably shouldn't be playing that deck because data says that, right? People don't think about these things. They just play TCG Live and they get paired against little Timmy playing I don't know, Okie Dokie box, and they miss Legacy Energy, so you win, right? Like whatever, right? Like you want to practice the matchups that you're expecting to see first before you go and like grind the games. Like there's a point where like once you've done that, you can just grind live just to get your reps. But I really want to see people focus on their stuff.
Yeah, that's why I think the big thing there is just intentionality. I mean, obviously, we've heard plenty of stories of success of people playing a lot of live, and it can be good. But I think it's a difference of saying, "Oh, I'm sitting on my couch watching TV, like casually playing live, and not really paying attention to it," versus like I am focused, locked in, and I've like pushed to a high enough elo that I'm hitting like decent opponents. Right? I think there's a difference there.
True.
But even if it's sitting down across from you're playing against yourself on a simulator, or you're playing against a friend, and you're like, is that like intentionality and that like commitment to the matchup and like trying to play the perfect game of Pokemon? It's like, it's that good practice that is important as well. But at the same time, like if you don't have time for that good practice, or if that's not you're interested in right now, like if you're going to Vegas and you're like, hey, I'm more excited for this trip to hang out with my friends and explore, and I don't really have time to play a bunch of Pokemon, then temper your expectations. Say, hey, focus on the fun, and play as much as you can, and depending on how well you want to do, type of thing.
That's right.
I know plenty of people listen, that want to spend more time playing and don't. It's really that like, hey, do as much as you can with what ability you have. I mean, and it's going to pay off.
Right.
You'll see that improvement, even if it's just, hey, I, only have 4 extra hours a week I can play, right? If you spend those 4 extra hours playing Pokemon and some extra time in between when you're driving, listening to podcasts, then like you will know more about Pokemon. You will feel more comfortable with it. Right. It's like the little bits that you can do.
Yeah, and before we move on to talk about Lille and meta review online, did want to give a quick shout out to one of our local juniors. I did not know this information, and I found out about it after we recorded last week. But Tayden, I want to give a shout out to Tayden, got top 8 in Milwaukee out of 187 juniors with his Gardevoir list. It's kind of a straightforward, 2 Gardevoir, 3 Munkidori, 2 Screamtail list. Nothing crazy here, just straight consistency. He's another one that's like, crazy in love with the game and just grinds a bunch of games. And he ran a consistent list and got a good finish. I think he was number 1 seed going into cut and lost in top 8. But just want to give a quick shout out to Tayden.
Yeah, and no Lily's opting for the 4 research. Again, just a pretty old school Gardevoir list. Of course, with the updated Ralts and Curlius, because he's a smart guy. Yeah, cool list. And also, I do like the one of Buddy Poffin. Again, it's just you play the one that's called the one Buddy Poffin. It's just a nice inclusion. Get things going a little more. Get that board of Ralts secret box gets a little more value than just a nest ball. So cool to see. Shout out Tayden.
Yeah, shout out Tayden.
One of the Elite Four.
One of the he has been part of our Elite Four. You're right. Yeah. So he's been killing it. And next up, we're going to talk about trivia. Guys, trying to stump the boys today, but before we do, got to give a quick shout out to FCBC, one of the best sleeves in the game. We got some blood reds here. Max is holding up some itchy pollen greens.
These are Parker's itchy pollens. I still need to give them to him. But again, if you're that one local that is antagonizing your locals with item lock with Badoo and itchy pollen, then pick up these. Or if you know someone who is, pick it up for them. after you finally beat their itchy paw and say you should have used the sleeves. Also, just as a reminder, anyone interested in our TCG regional travel grant, the day this comes out, it's just a Friday. So it's Friday the 24th. That is the last day to submit. So get your applications in or send it to a friend if you haven't already.
Get them in. Thanks, get them in. Get them in. Get them in. All right. Next up, trivia. Got a fun one for you. It's not what I kind of previewed at the beginning of the podcast.
Okay. We're all. I don't even think all the phantasmal EXs are out. Charizard and Oricorio, and that's about it. I don't know.
You got time. All right. But we are going to talk about the online meta because that's what we're going to talk about next. So, according to Limitless TCG online meta, with a minimum of 100 games, there are 3 archetypes that have a greater than 53% win rate. What are those archetypes? I want to add a footnote. I did check the related archetypes are combined box.
Okay, so like just best decks, but 100 games is kind of a lot.
Minimum 100 games, so it has to be like a popular deck.
In this format, though, I mean, like Blitzel's probably put on 100 games of Pidgeot Control in his tournaments.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, maybe. I would think Absol has to be up there, right? I mean, it's so good. It had an extremely strong starting rate. Maybe more people played it now and are awful with it, but that could be dragging it down. What do you think, Parker?
I think that it's gonna be something like wild. Well, maybe not like super wild, but I'm gonna throw a Mega Manectric.
Whoa!
No shot. That deck is not good.
No. But listen.
I mean, like I think wild is correct for one of them, but like Mega Manectric is not it. Like.
You don't think so?
It's not it. No, can't be. I mean, like a Crustle or like Pidgeot Control, I could like maybe see, but like Mega Manectric. I don't know. Maybe I'm going to get clowned in 2 minits, but Eric, run the numbers on Mega Manectric at some point. I mean, I feel like the deck is terrible, but shout out Mega Manectric enjoyers.
True.
I mean, it's got a day 2.
That's true.
Doesn't have day 2.
Okay, so if you want to go Mega Manectric, I will not be going Mega Manectric, but
you guys should have 3. You can do 3 different decks if you want each. I don't care.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna go. I think Absol has to be up there, even though people have been playing it. It's probably dropped the win rate. It was so high to begin with.
So you're going to Absol.
Absol. Give me Grimmsnarl and Pidgeot Control. That's my wild out there deck.
Okay. All right, Parker, what do you got?
I'm sticking to my guns. I'm gonna say Manectric somehow in some way. Then we're going Absol. I think Absol's still up there. It's probably just something meta. I don't know. Let's say Flareon.
Flareon?
Yeah.
Like an EV box or something, like a Terra box or something.
Yeah, something like that.
Well, EV box, EV box, Terra box.
All right. One of you has 1 right. The other has 0 right.
The correct Absol isn't up there anymore?
The correct answers are in order. I'll start from the bottom. Marty's at 53.81 win percent. So we know who has 1 right. Maddox, congratulations.
W.
Crustle at 55.56%. You did say it.
People keep losing to that deck.
And actually, that's like the most popular. That's like the best win rate. Sorry, I didn't have an order. And then our friend Ben, Jolting Box at 54.38%.
Hey, there we go.
Out of those 3, we'll look at the data here in a second. But Jolting Box had 217 games, Crustle 243, but Marnie's holding really strong at like almost 1,200 games.
Wow.
53% win rate. 1,200 games is pretty good.
Mega Manectric's win rate.
We'll look at it in a second. So we're gonna pull up Limitless TCG for those of you that are listening on a podcast platform. You can watch us over on Spotify or YouTube. So head over to whichever you prefer and come hang out with us. So if we combine the related deck variants, the most popular deck is Gardevoir at 11.63% share rate. It is holding a 50% win rate right now. Dragapult number 2, just under 50%. Goldango, number 3 at 51.3. We already talked about Marnie's being number 4 at 53.8%. And then round out the top 6, you got Cerulege with a 50.6%. And Charizard with a 50% win rate, basically.
So a bunch of mid decks is what I'm seeing.
Yeah, I mean, Absol's down to 50% online, but yeah, it's definitely getting a little bit of hate lately, and we'll talk about some of that meta hate that it's getting. Terrabox down here, 47.91. Got to go pretty far to find some Mega Metric. Didn't have 100 games, so it did qualify, but 44.76% win rate. Flareon had 47%. Pidgeot Control also qualified, 48.2. Looking at stuff qualified down here. We got Greninja. Just recently came off a tournament win with Greninja box. For those that didn't know this, won Sony's tournament this week.
Nice.
Is this a deck that can? This a deck that can do well at a major? Like this weekend in Lille?
Well, the answer is yes. I mean, this build has done well at a major before. I think it was the first tournament of the season that we saw the Greninja EX, Dusknoir, Pidgeot EX, like Grand Tree build. That really just uses Ignition Energy to evolve up quickly and start springing damage. Now, how is it positioned these days? I don't know.
I mean, we got the Klefki in there in case you play Psyduck.
True.
That's kind of funny.
Ready for the hate. No Jet Energy though. I guess you have 2 switch.
That way, if you've got Air Balloon too, you can just put a balloon on it. You got Shaman. Oh, I'll Klefki your Psyduck, and I'll Dusknoir your Shaman.
Wait until he learns that Klefki also shuts off Shaman.
Yeah, but you can't attack with the Greninja with the Klefki in the active, buddy.
Nah, I'd win.
So you get rid of the Shaman and then take 2 other things out, and you take.
No, you have your opponent put Klefki active, so it shuts off their own Shaman.
Sure, right. That's the key. Yeah, I'm definitely going to be updating my deck because I love this deck. I had a lot of fun playing it.
The supporter count seems kind of tough. I mean, two Arven, 2 Lilies, 2 Iono, 2 Chorus, 2 Hilda. Like 4 of one of those has to be better, right? I mean,
you can't play 4 Chorus for sure. Hilda's.
But you want to find Grand Tree, like.
You got Pidgeot, bro. You just said a Pidgeot.
How are you getting Pidgeot into play, Eric? If only you could play Colress's Tenacity to set up your Pidgeot.
We got Arven, bro. We play Arven.
You only played 2 Arven.
That's okay, but we got 2 Arven and we got 2 Colress Tenacity. That equals 4. We got 4 outs to it.
But what if you just played 4 Colress and 4 Arven, right? Like.
But then you're not playing any Lilies, and that's terrible. I mean, I agree with you. Like, probably can work on the supporter count here, but
again, they won, so maybe I should just shut up and let them
maybe you should
win.
Shut up. What matches did they hit? Let's see. We got
Alakazam at 7-0.
We got 2 Mega Absol decks they beat up. Cerulege. Cerulege is kind of impressive, honestly. Raging Bolt, Crustle. Crustle. How we beat Crustle? Oh, Dusknoir, I guess.
Dusknoir, I guess.
Yeah.
You play Jamming Tower, so you can shut off their cape.
Yeah.
You can try bouncing plus Dusknoir.
You can try bouncing. Goldango, Lunatone, and Archaludon. So pretty interesting matchups here. Maybe not part of the meta we would expect them to hit at a tournament. But
yeah, what the heck?
Yeah, no Guardy.
No Gardevoir. A Gardevoir-less run.
Bro, Guardy's not real. It can't hurt me.
Honestly, that's the best way to win a tournament. Just don't hit Guardy.
I mean, Guardy was the most popular deck, so. Anyways, let's head back to the meta game. Get my thing to load. There we go. All right. What else is popping up in the meta you guys want to talk about here? Anything outstanding that stands out to you here?
Yeah, again, I think we don't take. I mean, again, we look at the online results like a grain of salt because we just know like the caliber of player and like the seriousness of these tournaments are a little bit less. But I think the things that like still stand out, right? We still see Gardevoir and Mega Absol. We're expect to be some of the best decks going into Lille. Still at a 50% win rate online, which I think still speaks to just how many people are playing them, how many people are not proficient with playing them, and it's still keeping that positive win rate.
Yeah.
I think it's notable that those are still the decks to watch out for. Honestly, like Goldango above 50% is a little surprising to me. Like it's kind of felt awful to play online lately, but like, there's something here again. Like I think these top, 5 or 6 decks really stand out above the rest of just saying like, hey, they're that much stronger, and give you better chances like for a deep tournament run than pretty much anything else you can play.
Yeah, 2 winners here, both of them Goldango rocks. Yeah. Oh yeah, doing well. Parker, what stands out to you with metagame going into Lille this weekend?
I mean, Mega Absol box is like a good deck, but a little surprised to see it that high. I mean, Bolt's coming back, but that could just be like a online meta thing. But people do love their Bolt. Like, why not Teal Dance Sada attach Prime Catcher? Like, what is like? It's just good.
When it works, it works.
When it works, it works exactly. But yeah, I mean, like, I'm a little surprised to see Dragapult up there, but like, I was thinking like right now could be a really good play for it actually too. Like,
yeah, I mean, I've been seeing some talk about Dragapult decks playing this new, not new, we've had it for a while, but this Hoopa EX with its Energy Crush attack. You got double dark, 50 times each energy attached to all of your opponent's Pokemon. So against the Mega Absol deck, one shot in the Kangaskhan, because they're always going to have 2 to 3 energy in play trying to attack you. So this thing is it going to see play this weekend? Are we going to see Hoopa EX at the top tables in Lille?
I think we will be seeing Hoopa EX at the top tables. I mean, there's a few decks that have been including this. One, first off, is Mega Absol in itself, right? Is including this as a mirror tech, giving yourself, again, you're playing Dark Energy, so you can power it up easily, get you 2 energy, rush and play quickly. And the Mega Absol mirror, you're just trying to kind of like build a board state without taking knockouts. And then the Hoopa just kind of blows up that plan completely and says, boss, your Kangaskhan, E-switch, attach, retreat, and delete. And then also like the Hoopa like can't be easily responded to either. So like if your opponent still has energy in play that they've been loading up on like an Absol, then like it's still a threat, or they can just attach another energy, or you can like boss Latias, right? I mean, there's a lot that you can kind of do with this. And the other interesting place we've seen this is in Terror Box, which actually was this in that top 8 list?
This was a winner.
In the tournament. No, sorry, I'm thinking the Mega Mawile was in a top 8. Was actually on top 16 Terror Box list at Milwaukee. But the Hoopa, we've all seen it play. It's something that could pop up in like a Terror Box if you're like squeezing in Dark Energy. But I think the biggest, another interesting spot for the Hoopa is actually in Dragapult. People have been considering an Arven build of Dragapult where they play the Sparkling Crystal plus their Luminous Energy in order to power up an attack with a Hoopa.
So crazy.
So, I mean, but again, we saw Sparkling Crystal be the ace spec for Dragapult for a while. We saw Arven be the engine, and we think it's the time to go back to it. And kind of to Parker's point, I think Dragapult could be in a pretty good spot. I mean, item lock respect is almost at an all-time low. Like, Dragapult respect
it really
is at an all-time low.
Yeah.
I could see a lot of these, like, I see a lot of decks even just cutting their Psyduck if they really think Dragapult's not going to show up. I think they'll be keeping them in for this weekend because I think it's a bit of a chicken and the egg. And I think they know if they cut them, then Dragapults will run the place. And there's enough people know are playing Dusknoir, even like the Charizard deck. I think this is definitely the weekend to keep your Psyducks in still.
Yeah, I think so.
Because there's Dusknoir running around.
Yeah, I mean, Dusknoir's not going anywhere. I mean, and what's wild about the conversation that we've been having, we haven't pretty much talked about Charizard at all. And Charizard just won in, Milwaukee. So, I mean, is Charizard poised to have another good event? We know EU loves, their Charizard over there. And usually we've seen some like Charizard Dragapult list. Are we going to see that group kind of cook up some Charizard Dragapult or, Charizard with something else in it type deck? What do you guys think about Charizard this weekend?
It's obviously a good play. I've been like playing the Jackson Ford list a lot, just like drawing hands with it. I'm like, this is actually interesting. So like, I hate playing Charizard. You get Pidgeot, you get Charizard, you Pidgeot for boss. Like, I don't know. It's like, but now it's like it has all these like extra layers. Like, oh, if you go first, you can search a supporter, then jet your Klefki active, and your opponent can't have abilities for your turn, and like there's all this like cool like other stuff. So like I think just like the
Klefki's good.
Yeah, like even in the non side playing things, like I think Klefki's just a good card.
Yeah, I mean, like you hit like Raging Bolt, you just like stick Psyduck in the active turn 1.
Klefki, yeah. No fan rotom, no teal dance, no squawk.
Yeah, so like, many things.
What do I do? Burst roar, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, Charizard still somehow tends to be like this underrated deck almost, right? I mean, we saw 2 of them in the top 8 of Worlds. Again, it didn't really show up in like Pittsburgh or much of the tournaments after that. But again, we had a very strong showing of Jackson Ford here. But again, almost in Milwaukee, like he kind of stood alone, like as the Charizard. I mean, the next Charizard after that was down at 24th place with Evan Plefsky. Again, incredible player as well. But like, it's just like surprising that, you know, if the deck is as good as it is and can win tournaments, then why is it not doing better? Yeah. I think it's a spot where Jackson, I think, maybe hit the right matchups. I think the fact that he was playing Klefki and Dusknoir with the amount of Mega Absol at the top tables, I think that just turned out favorably for him, and he had a little more experience in that matchup than they did. And I think maybe capitalized on that. But like I don't know if Charizard sees the same level of success. Like I don't know if I'd be picking Charizard to win any of the next couple tournaments, really.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting to see where it lands out. I like Marnie's this weekend. I mean, obviously the numbers really support it. I think Marnie's going to have a big showing. They can just figure out how to, you know, beat Mega Absol. I've heard some good things about the matchup, but I haven't played it, so I have no idea how it goes. But I like Marnie's this weekend. It's always kind of like back of my mind. Good, you know, good play, and we'll kind of see where the meta shakes out this weekend. Got a couple prediction questions for you, real quick. First up, we had Tord play Mega Absol in Milwaukee. Flew all the way over just to play Mega Absol. Is he going to run it back? Same 60 in Lille? Yes or no?
Same 60 is the question?
Same 60.
So, the 0% chance he plays the same 60.
Okay.
Same because he had his Absol class on Sunday, and there's a change.
Oh, okay, sure. Same archetype, yes or no?
I think if he goes, he's playing Absol for sure, almost.
Okay.
Yeah, and trying out maybe a new spin on it, or just going to try what he sent from his class.
All right, Parker, what do you say?
I think there's a very high chance he plays Absol, but I feel like he could be in the kitchen and some weird, like when he did the Rapid Strike Charizard, whatever that was. Like I think that like something like that's coming out of the kitchen.
You're probably not wrong.
Honestly, right? Remember the last tournament he did play in Europe was with Dragapult, an innovation on that. And if Dragapult respect is at an all-time low, there's a bunch of new ways to play Dragapult right now. So, yeah. Maybe he's cooking something some Dragapult.
Maybe he's cooking. All right, next question. Mega Absol, again related. It is like one of the most popular new decks on the block. Online meta has it at 7th overall in the current meta. But again, this meta includes some pre-tournament from Milwaukee meta. Where do we think it lands on the graphic? 1 through 6.
5.
That low?
I think more than that.
Yeah, I think so too.
So what do you think is
So actually, I'm going kind of a hot take here because I think the EU broadcast is more likely to combine the archetypes than they were in North America. So on North America, we had both Gardevoir separated out. I think both Gardevoirs are going to be back together.
Okay.
So I think it's going to be Gardevoir, and then
Ceruledge.
Anyways, I'm thinking. Anyways, long story short, Absol's third. My take is Absol's third on the graph.
Yeah, I think Absol like third is kind of where I'm at as well. You know, I'm thinking like Gardevoir, Gardevoir, Ceruledge, Absol, Marnie's, Dragapult, Goldango, like that 6. And that leaves Charizard kind of odd man looking out of the first 7 here. I mean, like, what's your pick out of the first 7 that's going to be like off the graphic?
Pult. That feels so, I mean, I don't know. That feels so weird to say, but like, if I look at those decks, I'm like, which one's maybe worse position? I'm like, it's maybe both. Like,
what? Are we like? I think this top 7 right here.
Yeah, this top 7: Gardevoir, Dragapult, Goldango, Marnie's Grimmsnarl, Ceruledge, Charizard, Mega Absol. If they combine the archetypes, which we hope they do, which of the 7 is off? And we can always check in labs ourselves.
It's Ceruledge.
So you think Ceruledge is going to fall all the way off after being like number 1 in Milwaukee?
Well, number 1 asterisk, right? It was 8%.
It was still number 1.
They didn't combine the archetypes, and it's North America. I could see Ceruledge being one of the decks that Europeans hate to play. Honestly, remember things like Miraidon. Like no one would play Miraidon in Europe, but everyone would play in North America. Like could be one of those.
Okay, hot take Ceruledge. Okay,
but actually no. I'm going. I don't know what to go.
I'm saying Charizard falls off.
I'm going Grimmsnarl off the ground.
No shot.
Mike Ellis is casting. He can't play Grimmsnarl.
Fair. All right, fair. All right, well, that's going to conclude our little discussion and prediction. So good luck to everyone playing.
It was a big discussion.
It was a big discussion on France this weekend. Next up, we're going to head over to Crispin's Corner and find out who's been cooking in Milwaukee. So how this works is we find 2 random people that did not make day 2, and we do that by a random number generator here that I have set up. And then we'll put those 2 lists against each other. And this week, I'm going to switch it up and lead this segment. And Maddox and Parker are going to debate which list will win. So first up, we've got 1438. So we've got Anthony Anderson with Raging Bolt. And then we have 2188. Shout out 2188.
We got some
Brandon
spicy
Kraft with Mega Venusaur with the 041 drop. Shout out Brandon. So yeah, let's get this shaken. I have to figure out how to get these side by side. It's gonna be a little tough.
I'm gonna say quite 2 titans of the format, right? You have the big beat stick versus the biggest Pokemon out there right now.
Yeah, the bigger Pokemon. Sorry.
Eric, I do the little drag to the side of the screen and it snaps it together.
That's yeah, mine was struggling to do that. So we're just here. You know, we're just vibing out here, right?
We definitely tested this before, everyone. Don't you?
For sure.
Yeah, I assure you, this worked. And
I need to make sure my share screen is not sharing this. So, see, this is why we test things, folks. Hold, please.
Hold for repair.
Hold for repair. That's fantastic. I'm going to do entire screen this time.
Hold for repair.
There we go. Repair. All right. We
got the gang
back.
So we got Anthony Anderson versus
Rosix.
Well, hold on. Wait. Who's playing Mega Venusaur? What's her name?
We got Brandon Kraft.
Brandon Kraft. Anthony Anderson. Oh, wait. This is a stamp Venusaur? Wait. This is kind of sick, actually. Hold on.
Yeah, we got stamp Venusaur with Zerosix. Has 1 copy of Gravity Gemstone as well as the Relicanth to be able to bind down and retreat lock with the Bulbasaur. So Mega Venusaur on the left, more of a kind of a control-ish style deck. It's got some control cards. On the right, we got looks to be a somewhat standard Raging Bolt Noctowl list with Koraidon in it, Baby Raging Bolt. Yeah, pretty standard here. Nothing to say spicy on the right side.
Yeah, honestly, I think you packed this matchup up. I mean, listen, you got Raging Bolt on the right. Listen, you go and get your Pidgeot out in Mega Venus, so they're like, oh, I'm gonna go for the engine, Prime Catcher, KO the Pidgeot EX. And then you just go Venusaur, Counter Catcher, and Noctowl, and then bind down. There's no other switch outs. It's only Prime Catcher. No Turo, no leaves.
Yeah.
I think you pack it up. I think that Latias hits the board. You just trap it with Bulbasaur.
Yeah, fair. I mean, you got the stamp to buy time mid game if you need to get there.
Oh yeah, I mean, I think you got plenty of options, and also they just keep drawing cards. You just wait them out, hit them with the Zerosix, and then you win, right? I mean, I don't know, then you win. It's
yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Parker, any? Can you counter that?
So let's see. So unless they start Relicanth, I don't think any Raging Bolt player is going to save their prime catcher, they play around the bind down. So I think it's kind of a wash. However, it does get a little tricky because Bulbasaur eventually kills something, and like I guess the Bolt doesn't play Iona, but we're actually playing a 50-minute one game series of just gusting a different Pokemon that can attack.
Yeah, we got 2 counter catchers, 1 copy of Boss, so we got 3 Gusts on the Venusaur side. Is that enough?
Yeah, the one Pal Pat, I mean, like, not a lot of Gust, unfortunately. Like, you probably want to see a little more Gust on the list. I think that's probably like the one thing that's maybe missing. And then I think also, I mean, some of the tools that it choose here are interesting. I mean, you play the Ogre Pawns and some Grass Energy, but you don't actually have a way to like. Actually, sorry, Venusaur moves the energy around. Ignore me. I think probably the trickiest part. I was like, why is there no E switch? I'm like, oh yeah, it's because that's the ability. Probably the trickiest part here is that there's only 1 candy. So like you're very like limited in like how quickly you can get your board up. Like it's hard to like rush into
yeah,
a
and you
Venusaur
can't
or
Evo
into
into
a
2
Pidgeot.
Ivysaurs either because you only got 1 Ivysaur.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you're playing the Evo for extra lines into Toad Scroll. You have a nice little like backdoor, like sneak an Evo in against like a Goldango, right? Like they go slow, you go bench Toad Scroll, Super Rod back your Toad Scroll Evo into it, and like just block them out of SER. So kind of a cool. I mean, honestly, like very cool to see this like control-y Venusaur deck. I know people love the Meganium stuff, but this one's a pretty cool list, and
you let the Raging Bolt like knock something out, and you're like, sick. Here's a Toad Scroll, unfair stamp, counter catcher, bind down.
Yeah, I mean, pack it up, right? I mean, like you can't like you're just waiting to get out of that one. I mean,
that's pretty brutal. Yeah, so I think we're all in agreement here that Mega Venusaur with Brandon Craft takes down that.
Let's check the matchup. Did Brandon Craft hit any Raging Bolts?
Let's check. 041. No.
No bolts. That was the key. Ooh, that's a brutal matchup, honestly.
Yeah.
2 Charizards, 1 Dragapult Charizard, 1 Grimmsnarl, and 1 Gardevoir.
All right. Well, Brandon, we got you here.
The Gardevoir. That's interesting. Gardevoir's tough.
Who's the Gardevoir? Yeah.
Nah, Brandon no showed probably.
Anthony over here got the
2-3-1. Hey, back to back Terror Box is a pretty tough way to go.
Yeah.
Unfortunate luck there. But yeah.
Shout out, the guard shop round 1.
How to do it to him.
All right, let's see what the random number generator gives for number 2. We've got 483. So someone who just missed out on day 2. We got Dalton Messer with the Cerulege.
See what spice we got here.
And we've got 697. Aaron McPeak with Crustle. Ooh,
yo.
Don't like this one, bro.
We might know how this matchup goes.
This might not go very well. Let's see. Here in the corner somewhere. Snap.
The tricky part is while you do have the type advantage with Cerulege against Crustle, is you don't really have any great attackers. The Solrock just is not cutting it, and especially we'll see what Crustle has teched here, but might be a little tough here for Dalton. Again, 1 win out of day 2, but might have a hard time against Aaron with Crustle.
We got Aaron with Crustle. Looks like a pretty standard list. Got a Techno Machine Blindside in here.
Yo, we got Quad Mist. Is that standard?
I
thought they only played like 2.
We got Mist.
Wait, Mist. Wait, we have the Mist Mirror.
Bro, these guys were teching for Alakazam. They're like, I'm not losing to Alakazam.
Honestly, like, I mean, pretty smart. I mean, like, listen, if you play too much online, or that one guy locals who just rolls up and like, I'm not losing Alakazam today.
It ain't happening today, bud. So yeah, on the Cerulege side, really the only thing you have the Crustles is the Charcadet and the Solrock. Not looking too hot on the Cerulege's side here. What do you guys think? Or we can like donk them maybe.
Yeah, no, I do have to say I do like Dalton's list actually. I mean, we see the split. I mean, the 3 research, 3 Carmine. Most people aren't making that much space for research. I'm glad to see a little more of it there. Plus the Turo, plus the 3 boss. We talked about it. But last week before, whenever it was.
2 weeks ago, yeah.
2 weeks ago, yeah. But I mean, I like the list. The Mist Energy, kind of a hot tech. But I think just given the given what we've seen of the meta lately, like Mist was a pretty good call for this tournament. So I like the list there. I think Aaron has like a really neat tech list. The Morty's Conviction as a 3 of for the engine, I think is pretty interesting.
That's interesting. Yeah.
I mean, again, really just favoring some of that extra, like just like raw drawing cards in the future. So a little heavier investment in Crispin to get the Crustal and Dwellers powered up, plus Turbo Energize. I mean, lots of ways to get energy into play very quickly. I think pretty cool to see that. The reversal's like a nice inclusion since you're playing Hilda. So you can just like create a Crustal out of nowhere when you're behind while you have time to like manually power it up, find your grass, find your other energy sports. So pretty cool list from Aaron. Again, I haven't seen too much of the Crustals, but like lots of options here. I think the biggest part is just like getting set up. Like you're very reliant on that like Arvin for Buddy Pop. And you don't play a lot of ball cards, but you know, you're opening a wall or Monkey Dory. So pretty cool to see. But I mean, I don't know. Do y'all think there's any chance for Dalton in this matchup?
I found the line for Dalton. Parker, let me see if you found the line. You go for it. What do you think about this
matchup? Buddy has to open Ogre Pawn. Basically, kill any Crustal that hits the bench with Soul Rock, and then you Briar kill a Ogre Pawn. I think
something along those lines is good. I'm seeing, and he's not going to do it because he's playing Carmine, which is a bad card. But I'm seeing you go second, and they open one Dwebble, and you're like, sick, here's a Soul Rock.
I mean,
but you have to open Soul Rock.
Yeah,
that's fine. We open it every time,
open Turo Squawk and like get it into
We open it every time, bro. It's fine.
All right. Well, Dalton, we're rooting for you, but looks pretty tough in the best of 3. But honestly, cool list from Aaron. Again, like the Morty's Convictions, neat, like kind of a neat underplayed card, especially like when people are always trying to fill their bench with stuff. So pretty neat.
All right, let's
it's not favoring the Lilies.
And let's see, we got 507.
Right on the outside
Brendan
again.
Skinner, we got Charizard.
That's 15.
That's 1507.
Oh, thank you. Sorry, Brendan.
Riley? Also Charizard?
All right.
They wanted it L Charizard on
They
you.
wanted the L Charizard.
The random.org wants what random.org gets.
In 1690. We got Wesley. Oh, the Charizard mirror.
Charizard mirror.
No. Bro.
Oh.
Same 60.
The same 60 would go crazy.
The same 60 would be hilarious. All right. Now we got Chi-Yu. It was different. I see a Chi-Yu.
But there's Chi-Yu and both.
Oh, Chi-Yu over there.
Chi-Yu and both.
There's a Klefki.
Yo, double miss, double jet. Man, we were. Did I miss the memo? I mean, I guess I didn't go Milwaukee, but everyone, did everyone play Mist in Milwaukee? Like, no one was playing this card.
So on the left Charizard, we have a Klefki. We also have a Briar, and we're both playing Max Belt. Other than that, there's a Shaman on the right, but we don't care about that too much.
The Town Store versus the Artisan.
Okay. Because I mean the Town Store on the left makes sense because they're playing 4 Lilies and 2 Arvin. On the right, they're playing 4 Arvin, no Town Store. What do we think? Does Briar win the matchup here? Probably.
Briar definitely gives you some lines. I used to know this Zard mirror back in the EICs.
Back in my day.
Yeah, back when was it? I guess was that last year? I guess early 24, right when the rotation happened. But yeah, I mean for this one, I mean Briar's definitely a big piece. I do also think that the 4 boss is a pretty big standout.
Oh, true. Yeah.
On Wesley's side,
just
being able to constantly pressure with the bosses, I think is pretty big. This is the spot where Wesley could get ahead early with the boss, but it's a problem that then you kind of play into the heavier Iono and counter catcher counts from Riley. So the problem is you just got to play chicken with this. And also Riley's probably in a little better spot because they have the 2/1/1 Duskull line as opposed to Wesley's just 1/1/1. So you can have double Duskull down and be threatening both of those for a big combo.
What's wild is that neither of these players are playing the duck. Quack.
And no respect for other trick bolts.
No ducks.
It's probably a spot where you're just I don't know if you have the space. And maybe you're more reliable saying I might hit more Raging Bolt and Terror Box than I would Dusknoir. And can you even beat a Dragapult Dusknoir anyways?
Right. Right.
I don't know. Double Miss though is some. They both play Double Miss. That I guess Devo and Dragapult respect. So maybe that's
the one list with Klefki's playing 1 jet, and the one list without Klefki's playing 2 jet. It's kind of funny.
Hey, be like that.
All right. What do we think's gonna win here? Pick a winner. We got Riley or Wesley.
think Riley's list is like slightly favored.
Probably in a mirror. Now, I do think that if Wesley gets the pop-off start and just starts bossing things to oblivion, then Wesley can definitely get an advantage there. So,
Actually, Riley's list is basically just Jackson's. I mean, it's 2 cards off, I think.
Yeah, it is pretty close.
Actually, it's an extra Iono Stadium and then swap the energies, I think. That's actually
pretty close.
Pretty even matchup.
So you got the Wesley, you guys both got Riley, or?
Yeah. Real quick, what was 1507's Zard list? Was it any different?
1507 Zard list. Let's check.
The one that we almost clicked on.
1507.
Yo, Brendan, we're coming back to you. We didn't forget you. What do we got here?
We
do have the duck.
We have a duck.
The duck is a difference maker.
Duck spotted.
Wait, except for the one that played Klepke. 3 jet. Let's go. And you're not getting retreat locked. Honestly, pretty solid list.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually.
Pretty solid. 2 Arvin's kind of rough, but I guess you're literally leaning into Lilies.
So yeah, you're just playing Lily, man. Got the Briar. Like the Briar.
We love Briar.
Any Pidgeot deck that can play Briar, like, I think you should do it because it makes sense.
Definitely.
All right. Who do we think was cooking the most tonight? We got Brandon Crafts with Mega Venusaur, Aaron Peak with Crustle, or Riley with the Zard Briar combo. Who cooked the most?
Definitely Venusaur.
Venusaur for sure. Unfair
Jungle Dumpers.
That is sick. Like, I've not seen that.
Jungle Dumper,
Jungle Dump.
Bro.
You got the backdoor Relicanth WinCon. I mean, this is the Mega Venusaur that we want to see. Like, this is the deck we want to be good. We want to be like, oh, hey, we're this big beat stick, but also we got this backdoor WinCon. Honestly, sounds kind of like Mega Absol when you think about it. You're like, I'm a big beat stick, and I also can retreat lock you out of the game. I'm just saying.
Well, all right, that's going to do it for this week's episode of the Beach Court Podcast. We'll be back next week, most of us. And we'll see you then. Max, you got anything to say about missing us next week, man?
Taking off next week. Don't worry, y'all have a banger of an episode without me.
He's taking off to practice for Vegas, guys. It's fine.
I don't even know what I'm doing yet. I'm just just got to have that.
I just told you what you're doing. What do you mean you don't know what you're doing?
So stay locked in. But I'll be back after Gdansk. I'm not going to either Lille or Gdansk, but I'll be watching from home. Good luck to anyone going to those. And great episode next week without me anyways. I know the boys are going to hold it down and might have someone else on the pod as well. Stay tuned for that.
Maybe. We'll see. All right, that's going to do it for this week episode of the Beach Court Podcast. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.
See ya.